Hey, sixth graders, good to see you again. This is Chapter 1, Lesson 2. We're thinking about Mrs. Carbo here, who walks dogs for a living. She walks 2 large dogs and 8 small dogs, and I sure hope she's not walking all of those dogs at the same time. That sounds dangerous. In order to compare the dogs she walks, we're going to use yellow counters to represent the large dogs. So yellow for the 2 large dogs. And we'll use red counters to represent the 8 small dogs. So if we draw that, there are 8 small dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there are 2 large dogs. Here. To think of it simply, 2 plus 6 equals 8. And there are 6 more small dogs than there are large dogs. 2 times 4 equals 8. And there are 4 times as many small dogs as there are large dogs. 8 minus 6 is 2. There are 6 fewer large dogs than small dogs. And 8 divided by 4 equals 2. The number of large dogs is 1 to 4. So, in other words, for every 1 large dog, there are 4 small dogs in Mrs. DeCarbo's group. Let's think about writing a ratio in simplest form. There are many different ways to compare amounts or quantities. A ratio is a comparison of 2 quantities by division. A ratio of 2 red paper clips to 6 blue paper clips can be written in these 3 ways. You can say 2 to 6. You can use 2, a colon, and 6. Or you can write it as a fraction, 2 over 6. Let's take a closer look at this. In order to write a ratio in simplest form that compares the number of red clips to the number of blue clips, let's explain the meaning here. So we have red clips of 2 and blue paper clips of 6. I'm going to write this a little bigger here, okay? 2 to 6 is the same as what? Well, the greatest common factor of 2 and 6 is 2. So if we divide 6 by 2, we get 3. If we divide the numerator or the red clips by 2, we get 1. So we could say that the ratio of red clips to blue clips, I should write that in here, red clips to blue clips is 1 red for every 3 blue. Let's write another ratio in simplest form. Let's see here. We have suns and moons. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 suns. I'll write that as a 4. 2 moons. I guess I'll use black for that. Moons. How many moons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 4 suns and 6 moons. How would we simplify that? The greatest common factor of 4 and 6 is 2. So I will divide both by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we can say for every 2 suns, there are 3 moons. For every 2 suns, there are 3 moons. Let's take some more time to look at this idea. If we use ratios to compare categorical data, excuse me, each piece of categorical data can be assigned to one group. Bar diagrams or tape diagrams and frequency tables can be used to represent categorical data. Let's take a look at this right here. Accuracy. It is important to read the entire problem so that an accurate answer can be determined. So let's do that right now. Several students name their favorite flavor of gum. Write the ratio that compares the number who chose fruit to the total number of students. The number who chose fruit to the total. If I were writing this, I would put this here, fruit to total. Okay? So let's look at our chart here because that is part of reading the whole problem. It lists out favorite flavors of gum. Peppermint, 9 respondents liked peppermint. 8 respondents liked cinnamon. 3 respondents liked spearmint fruit. And 1 liked spearmint. So if I write this over here, 3 liked fruit. How do we find the total? Well, we need to add them all up. Let's see here. I see 9 and 1 is 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 3 is 21. So there were 3 fruit lovers and 21 gum lovers in all. Well, that's not in simplest form quite yet, so let's take that and simplify. The greatest common factor of 3 and 21 is 3, so I can divide my, oops, sorry about that. There we go. I can divide my ratio here by 3 over 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So my ratio of students who liked fruit-flavored gum to the total number of respondents is, for every 1 that likes fruit, there were 7 that voted on a type of gum that they prefer. That's not too scary. Let's read this one, number 3. Monday's yogurt sales are recorded in the table. Write the ratio that compares the sales of strawberry yogurt. Whoops, maybe a highlighter would be better. The sales of strawberry yogurt to the total sales. So again, I want to set this up as strawberry to total. Looking at the chart here, peach, blueberry, vanilla, strawberry. So I know 8 preferred strawberry. What was the total? We have 7 and 3 is 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 6 is 24. So 24 in all. So we have, let's see here, 8 strawberry, and the total is 3, plus 6, plus 7, plus 8. But my mind didn't really work that way, so I put them in a different order. I don't know if you noticed that. But I know that 3 and 7 is 10. So I did 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 6. So 3 and 7 is 10, plus 8 is 18. 18 and 2 is 20, and 4 more is 24. There, 24 in all. Strawberry yogurt sold is 8. Total sold 24. They are both divisible by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Or we could say 1 strawberry, one strawberry sold for every 3 sold in all. So 1 out of every 3 yogurt cups sold were strawberry. Let's try another way. A pet store sold the animals listed in the table in 1 week. Write the ratio of cats. Let me highlight this. The ratio of cats to pets sold that week. Okay, so I'm going to set this up here. Cats to pets. Maybe I should make that total. Total pets sold that week. Total pets. All right, the number of cats was 8. The number of total pets would be 10 plus 14 plus 8 plus 24, 32. 32 pets sold in all. Let's reduce that to simplest terms. 8 and 32 are both divisible by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 32 divided by 8 is 4. So for every one cat sold, 4 pets in all were sold.